Okay, let's see if it actually wrote the blog post. It did. It wrote the blog post. So now we're going to go to the blog post and we're going to copy it. Over here, there's a copy button right here. And then we're going to go back to Claude and we're going to go say, now please grade this blog post. This prompt, grade this blog post, write this prompt down because it's one of the best, most effective prompts out there. All right. So now Claude's going to read the blog post and it's going to give it a grade. It gets a C plus. All right. And it's telling you why. It's teaching you how to write. Do you see how this is why I like Claude better than ChatGPT. It's actually teaching you how to write, telling you what you need to do to improve it. So now, please implement your improvements. Now it's going to improve the blog post. And at this point, you should be able to just copy this into your blogging platform, read it and edit it as you go, give it your voice. One of the things that I do is I will, rather than copy and paste, I will type it out. And so as I'm typing, I change it as I go to sound more like something that I would write. Do you see how Claude brought in? Look what it did. It wove the story into my personal experience. It spoke to my actual audience. It gave practical applications for the lessons. It has a consistent conversational tone because that is how I have told Claude to write. And it has a call to action at the end to work with me. So those are all great things to remember to add to your blog posts. When you have an AI that you have taught very well, it will incorporate these things. And we don't have time to get into training Claude. But if you go to the Better AI class, we actually cover that a lot in last month's class. If you go back and watch that class, a lot of how I got Claude to give such a interwoven story with my story into that story is in last month's class. But that would be how you would take a poorly written blog post from Notebook and turn it into a well-written blog post for your ideal audience. Another prompt I could have done is instead of saying, please implement your improvements, I could have said something like, please implement your improvements. The target audience is, and the CTA is, telling Claude who I want it to write for and what I want it to do at the end of the article.